In this video clip, I'm going to start exploring the realm of BGP communities. Now, BGP community is a extra label we can attach to the advertisement in BGP and act on it. So there are some predefined communities, and those are, for example, the internet. And all routes belong to that community, which basically is advertised to all routers. So if I prepend this label to any route I'm advertising in BGP, the BGP peer is supposed to advertise that everywhere else, unless obviously we have some sort of filtering in place. But in this video clip, I'm going to maybe take a look at the no export. No export says do not advertise this route to eBGP peers, real BGP peers. So for example, let's just take an example here. R1 is advertising prefixes towards AS100, and as of right now, for example, 10.1.4.0/24 is being advertised. That is further advertised to AS40. So as a result of that, switch 1 is learning via BGP the prefix 10.1.40/24. Let's take a look at this. So show IP BGP. Here's the prefix, and we're learning that. And there's a path. 3 autonomous systems we have to cross to get there. So that means 3 hops here. Now, what I want to do in this lab, just to practice maybe a little bit the communities, start with the no export. No export means that if this, let's say, R3 is receiving that prefix and we attach no export label to the prefix, it's not supposed to advertise that to any eBGP peers. So we'll stop propagating this across the internet, for example, this 10.1.4.0. So let's just go ahead and see that how it's done. So on R1, what I'm going to do is, obviously, I'm going to jump here. I'm going to create a IP prefix list. Let's call it no export and permit 10.1.4.0/24. That's an exact match. No operator required here. Now I'll create a route map, because in order to apply the community I need to use route map. No export like this, permit 10 match IP address prefix list, no export, and for that set community, and I'm gonna say no export, and it tells me exactly what it does. So there's a little bit of help here as well if I forget. And that's it, that's matched. So I have now do show IP prefix list right here, matching on this specific subnet, and do show route map that is matching on this specific prefix here, and attaches the no export community. Now to do that, now let's go back to our picture. For my neighbor, I have to add 2 commands. One is to advertise the communities, allow the communities to be advertised, and then obviously use the route map for that neighbor. So let's go ahead and see that. So do show IP BGP summary. Let's display my peers, router BGP 100 neighbor. Oh, sorry, that's 500. And for neighbor 10.1.13.3, which is this guy over here, I'm going to apply 2 commands. One is send community, and this is a standard community. There's also extended communities I'm going to cover at some point, but for now, the send community, and I'm going to say route map no export out. Now, just to make it clear, IP BGP, maybe let's send those prefixes everywhere out. So as of this moment, if I look at router 3 and I go, oh boy, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Show IP BGP 10.1.4.0. When I'm receiving that prefix, there's a community attached to it which says no export, which means does not allow R3 here to export this to any real eBGP peer. So here's my eBGP peer. So no eBGP peers are receiving it. And if that's the case, if I go back here, that 10140 is gone. So that's how it works. In the next lab, we're gonna practice more those because they come in handy at times when we try to accomplish certain goals.